Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.
I need justice for my curly hair people.
Mic check, 1, 2. Alright, they should have you there. What it do, what it is, you already know. It's the kid 50 Cent. No, not really. 50 bits. Could I be the kid 50 bits?
50 bits. 50 Satoshis.
50 Satoshis. 50 motherfucking units. God damn it.
50 manas.
Huh?
50 manas.
50 manas.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Decentraland.
What the hell was that noise?
I don't know.
Yo, what is that?
Is it in the game?
No, it's at our house.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome.
Microphone check. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Well, if you joined us last year, we did Cash Cycle, the Metaverse special. And today we're going to do pretty much the second part, a much more detailed follow-up on that one here in the Meta Show. And we're going to go a little bit deeper into some of the inner workings of what goes on in here. That was a very topical show for, I guess, everyone that could understand. Now for a lot of you that I think are here, who've been following us for a while, that have been in crypto, since 16, 17, maybe more recently 1920, there's a new layer to the market that's kind of developed and happens in each cycle that if you don't pay attention, the market can shift and shift right from underneath you. So a couple of you got your Decentraland set up. Hopefully a bunch of you, we're hopefully going to have a little meeting on the show live with whoever in the chat has a Decentraland account. We're going to show you how to navigate servers, and then we're going to link up a bunch of us are there right now, and then we're going to teach you some things about what actually makes us make any sense or worth doing, and what the gamification of the tokenized economy really means. So this should be a pretty informative show. Burger's here with us to help us through our navigation.
With technical difficulties.
Yeah, he's here to fix IT, really. That's about it.
I know what I am.
You know what you are, Burger. He's my little gremlin. I just watched that movie, so it's like all I'm talking about these days.
It's like 40 years old movie, guys. There's new references you can make.
It's a 39-year-old movie.
Okay.
Is that right? No, it's younger than that. It's 84 is when it came out. So
38?
Yeah. Well, that makes a difference, right?
It's not quite a boomer. It's just almost a boomer.
When somebody's 38, they're late 30s. When you're 39, you're basically 40. There's a difference. right? When you're 28, you still said I'm in my late 20s. When you're 20,
I don't know.
when you're 29, no one gave a shit, right? It's numbers. It's the way people think, though. That's why when you break whole numbers to fucking 29, sometimes you got to go that extra fucking number to really make people believe it's over, you know?
I've been 30 for 6 days. No one gives a shit about what anything I say still.
Oh, I didn't know that. Happy belated birthday, Burger. The Berg. What is this, January? You're Capricorn?
I'm a Capricorn baby. It's my brother's birthday yesterday, so Smojo in the chat, happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Smojo. This is the chosen month of the year. The Burger family effect.
All the cool kids are born in this month. So.
What are you talking about? October is fucking when everybody should be born.
No.
We have the best zodiac symbol. Think about it. Huh?
October is for Halloween. That's it.
Bro, are you serious? Like, think about it, right? You're a fucking, like, what, a ram or something? A Capricorn? You're a fucking, like, aren't you a sheep?
Yeah, I'm a goat.
Okay, well, that's not a bad one. But they're basically
I'm the goat.
They're basically animals, right? You got Sagittarius, which is some mythical fucking creature. I am the picture of balance. Basically, I'm the Thanos of the zodiac.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
It is.
That you would Thanos.
I would be Thanos of the zodiac. One of them is just a virgin. Thanks for dropping that in there, Pickle Toast. We appreciate the contribution to the chat. Alright, well, duly noted. So, what do you guys know about all these NFT pictures and ugly apes that everyone's posting and, you know, so happy they own? That's definitely been going around. You look at a lot of trading groups, right? You see a lot of people fucking say, hey, I screen grabbed your JPEG, and making fun of everybody that has, you know, bought any one of these things. Now,
lol JPEG.
Huh?
I said lol JPEG.
Lol JPEGs, right? That's not the only reason she's a lion. No, I'm kidding. Director Vale. I know this one dude is finding all this racist symbolism in the apes.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah, I can see that in some of those.
Well, like crypto came from like first popularized on 4chan, so of course it's a bunch of Nazis.
Which did?
Crypto in general was like the first place you could find it.
Well,
first
yeah.
people were talking about it. It's Nazis and pedophiles.
Crypto is full of nothing but racist. I mean, that's been a thing, right? There's going to be a picture NFT market. There already is a picture NFT market. That's NFTs. That's what the Bored Apes are. It's a digital way of flexing. Waffle says. I know this one dude is saying, okay. Well, I want you guys to put more of your ideas. Tell me more of what you think this whole thing is. What do you think is a way of flexing? Really shitty art, low resolution shit that's being, you know, pumped and dumped. What do you think? I want all your ideas in the chat so we can have a really good discussion. Vicky Vale says not JPEGs. Flexing culture at the moment. Good way to launder money. Techno man could be right. Crazy that VAYC has become a rich cult. From where it started. Possession that we can own parts of the internet. Perception that we can own parts of the internet. Land is more interesting from a passive income point of view. Varax, do you mean land or virtual land? Which one are you talking about?
Probably virtual.
This is going to be a good convo. I think the real estate side seems the most important. Okay, Jupiter, I like that. Pump craze, mostly. Where did I just post that? I just posted. You guys posted something in. Oh no, I don't want to open Discord with this shit. That's a bad idea.
I can.
No. What was it? You put the article for the. It was a tweet. I can just get it. I know I can. This is just all right. A mechanism to make money, energy, FX. Well, what isn't a mechanism to make money? So, airdrops seem to provide an interesting aspect to holding certain NFTs. Who said that? I lost track of the person. Where did he go?
That's J Mills.
J Mills, okay, a good spot. J Mills, Fractal Club. I think Bored Apes will be a good investment down the line. If it hasn't been a good investment yet, I don't know what the fuck you're looking at. It's been pretty fucking incredible. The future of ownership. So a lot of different perspectives, huh? Combination of flexing culture, hype, get rich quick money, but after all, a new paradigm in the way of sellable things in the broadcast way of things. Okay, digital notarization, land, items, characters. So you guys know this is a pretty broad spectrum of answers, don't you think, guys? None of you really have very similar answers, to be honest. But you're all talking about a wide amount of things that do relate to this. Digitization of things, future of ownership, combination of flexing to some degree. And it isn't anything, right? In real estate, if you own the biggest house, that's a flex. If you own the nicest car, that's a flex. And you work to, I think it's interesting, right? I saw Energy say, a way to make money and flexing culture. Okay, when you say those things as if they're negatives, you basically allude to the fact that you're about like socialism, right? What's the point of working towards success if you're not owning things that average people don't own? It actually seems, what's going on here with the camera? It actually seems like people like still speak about it as if it's a negative to ever make money. What it do TV? So yeah, we're gonna talk about land, real estate in this show. Buckle up, Nancy. You're not in Kansas. I'm pretty sure Nancy's not the bitch that was in Kansas, but Is it Dorothy? Well, either one of them. Fuck both of them.
Dorothy's sister Nancy.
Somebody's going to Kansas, and it isn't either one of those bitches. You can't forget, you can't forge an NFT. This is true. People think money is the root of all evil. Well, then why get up and work for it? Especially a lot of money. People demonize, right? Sentiment must be hard to gauge. Well, now you guys are all over the place, and this is one thing. There's so many ideas about NFTs that the market's not widely understood, and this is where perception arbitrage happens, right? The fact there's so many different ideas about it means there's no like real consensus. Even the population of my viewers, why the fuck you should actually be in this space? When you have that wide disparity in views, the market is usually in an inefficient state, so there's not a lot of information for everyone to really figure out what the fuck. That's why I asked this, to see exactly how wide apart everyone would be, and it's everywhere. So there is a lot of different things in the NFT space, right? There is virtual real estate. Nas is going to drop the first royalty share on Royal with his album. I think it's an album or it's a track. It's two different tracks, and they both sound pretty badass. It's two tracks. One track is off a Grammy-nominated album, and another one, they're both fucking badass. Nas is sick. And that's really huge, to actually be able to democratize music where you can actually own a stake in your artist, and if his work does well and you're one of the people who saw that, valued that ahead of people, you benefit for just that, plus own the music. That's a really interesting fucking mechanic, right? And that's not a flex. That's really just a new paradigm in business, and, blockchain allowing that direct from artist to consumer, a completely different relationship. So that's just one NFT though, right? And through the blockchain, you have certain guarantees that give people trust in their ownership stake in this, and that they will get their piece of the cut and blah, 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 and they're not going to have to deal with XYZ issues. A new form of patronage. You can already rent your NFTs in some games for breeding or questing purposes, right? I think that's what you're talking about, access, where you can make guilds and things like that. So there's in-game economies, and there is definitely interesting things you can do with it. Musicians, right? Small musicians don't have to have a crazy label. If you build, a lot of people build big social presences on YouTube and Twitter. You build a big enough social footprint and can distribute your music to that direct social platform. There is no need for a distributor. You're right to them, and you're a consumer, and you can share in a lot more of the profits, without all those people in between cutting most of what the artist makes out. So it's definitely a win for everybody involved in that.
I think people think an NFT can be just one thing, but it's like saying a website is one thing or an app is one thing when they're just a tool to do a bunch of other things.
Right. So, NFT art is subjective, right? And how people value art, it's really about the artist. If you go and walk, on a weekend in Brooklyn in good weather, you'll see art that blows you away from fucking street artists that like literally no one else in the world can replicate, but they're not known. And right, value is in the eye of the beholder. And if no one's ever beheld your art, then fucking it has no value in the perceivable world. So art is such a subjective, interesting market. The way that it's really just about belief, like purely there, right? But it makes art valuable. How do you value NFTs like land or music revenue, etc.? We'll get to something like that in a little bit. I own some NFTs that give me ownership in Web3 applications. Right, so there's so many different things going on with what NFTs give you access to, but really, there's some dark side, dark points that I'm going to make, and then ultimately, the reality is much of what we enjoy today comes from very dark sides of our world. If you think about where crypto is coming from, crypto was really, spearheaded by a bunch of geeks and pedos that sought ways to get around governmental controls, to control money outside of the system they consider and demonize, illegitimate. And if you think about it, criminals are so ingenuitive to kind of stay out of the way of the authorities. They spend huge amounts of resources to invent new ways to do business that gives them control of their businesses. And when you think about like XMR, like I said, those coins are designed for pedophiles to not be traceable on the internet and drug dealers and whatnot. And the entire development of the economy in that space has led to where you are today, believe it or not. Your giant mega whales from, 2011, 12, 13, 14 have amassed capital like you cannot believe in places that, are away from where the government sees it in the crypto space. Hundreds of millions of dollars, tons of people at that kind of net worth. And they need to figure out a way to keep moving that kind of capital. So what is interesting is that the thing that I've now watched across the years of being here is that the people that were the darkest elements of, the web, the crypto world, are the foundation of Web3 by creating things that now have utility that you can actually care about to further pump their assets. And that's really all it's ever been about, right? When you think about CryptoKitties was just about pushing more value through the Ethereum blockchain to pump the bags of big Ethereum whales. And, for a time period it worked until it congested and clogged the Ethereum network. But that's all it was ever about. People are like, well, what the fuck do I do with a crypto kitty? It was just really a massive pump and dump scheme, but it served the purpose of run capital through the chain and inflate the market cap of Ethereum. Now you're like, well, today there are some games now being built that are being put on the Ethereum blockchain, and they serve the same purpose, but they just happen to be slightly more useful than a crypto kitty. So what they're doing is finally having the funding at the levels of wealth to start building projects that actually reach the marketplace to people where you're like, I do want to play with this, but the ultimate underlying goal is to drive value through the blockchain. So if you think of that as a fractal, most of the things that you get in society that finally reach a point that we want to use them, but they kind of barely work, like a BMW or a Mercedes, it's really about getting your money, and they finally built something that's just useful enough for you to finally give it to them. And you're actually watching that happen in crypto as they evolve to a place where the utility is finally something to give a shit about, which is kind of nuts, right? Because if you thought about it, right, the smartest guys in the criminal world are not drug dealers. They're pedophiles. Pedophiles can only get caught one fucking time. So they have to move even more carefully than a drug dealer. Think about that. That's why pedophiles make sense that they're top of the food chain in the world, and there's this dark pedophile network with Epstein. They moved the most careful. That's how Epstein took so long to get caught. So your most useful businesses are coming from the weirdest people in society because they actually have the most scarce ideas because they have to stay out of the most trouble. It's a horrible fractal I put together. We probably didn't need to know that, but it's an awful point. But like now you get like it's actually true. Now I get it. Pizzagate's fucking real. Anyways, that's not what we brought you here to discuss. But you can see the logic, right? You guys can see the logic in that. It's really bad. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't have connected those dots. But it passed through my head one day, and I was like, oh, no. I've actually know these guys for sure are this, and they've achieved enough wealth to still stay off the radar. They actually design games we want to play. Oh, my God, is that where all this shit in society is coming from? Fuck. Yeah. Anyway, pizza never tastes the same. That has nothing to do with pizza. Metaverse.
Nothing to do with pizza.
So that being said,
Enter the metaverse.
the reality is the NFTs now are attached to projects that have utility. We actually are interested, and the space is becoming more valuable because the more utility there is a component of value. So,
Utility beyond pedophilia.
so that's an entire spiel to kind of bring you up to like what we have in the marketplace today. So, when I joined crypto and I got into BTC in November 2013, I didn't really know shit about altcoins. January 2014, I was part of the major Dogecoin wave, and I got onto a thing called Dogecoin Radio, and I did technical analysis publicly for this shitcoin that no one had ever done before, and it gave me a name in crypto because people didn't think you could see a shitcoin that was completely being pumped by a fucking crew of guys that no one really knew by the time. What was his face? Name slips my mind today. Actually, that's crazy. He's a legend in the crypto sphere of pumping. I forgot his name. Chinese pumper. Wolong. It was Wolong. Wolong pumped Doge. And so I TA'd it without actually knowing Wolong and was able to pinpoint everything he would do because human behavior is human behavior. Organized pump. People think markets have any natural behavior. There is only organized pumps. You just don't know about it. So reading human behavior in the graph doesn't really fucking matter. Anyways, long story short, altcoins on top of Bitcoin was really the big way to make money, right? It was one thing to hedge your US dollars into Bitcoin and make so much money versus USD, that you could generate crazy wealth. But now, if you could take altcoins and put them as a layer on top of Bitcoins and make a gain in altcoins, when Bitcoin is burning fiat, you would have a layer from altcoins to Bitcoin to fiat, right? Now, fast forward to where you are today, and imagine that you can take NFTs and put them on top of altcoins and make coin on coin over fiat returns. This is where you're actually at. So it's like layer 3 in crypto if you think about it. You talk about layer 2, coins and stuff that sit on top of other networks, but think of it as a fractal of that you're actually taking these pictures that trade in coin units, and you're worried about replicating coins because your base currency is not the US dollar anymore. Your base currency is actually Ethereum, and you're never coming back to the US dollar. So you operate in NFT over Ethereum rather than Ethereum over USD. And for this market to make sense, right, there has to be a utility in these tokens that sit on top of these networks. That's really what an NFT is, right? It's a tokenized economy represented in an image that actually allows, in many cases, crowdfunding to take place for many projects, that they'll pay their angel investors rewards for holding on to their rights to that crowdfunding project. And it's been captured in a silly little picture that looks like an ugly ape or some low resolution graphic. To the none the wiser, you see a stupid picture, while that stupid picture represents rights to a future project, and you're an angel investor, and people are laughing at your JPEG. Guess who the dummy is? You guys catch what I just said? That's what's really happening right now.
Lol, JPEG.
Those silly JPEGs are fucking tokens to angel investing projects. Similar to the ICO boom, this is basically the pivot the market has made to move away from what regulators are basically chasing down. While they think it's silly pictures, these pictures are actually the tokenized economy everyone's been talking about arriving right now. Web3 angel investors, correct. And it's just misunderstood as pictures. They're not pictures at all. So we're going to talk about some cool shit.
Private equity without requiring accredited investors.
Right. This is private equity without requiring accredited investors, and basically decentralized in a fashion that they pretty much have no control to regulate it. That's all it ever was, right? It was about crowdfunding projects and going directly to the investor without the rule structure that the U.S. or other sovereignties impose. So, let's see.
It's true. Crypto's been getting rid of all the normal barricades to investing that Americans especially have. there's pattern day trader laws in the States. They stop you from trading stocks, day trading stocks, but anyone can go day trade a crypto. No one's going to stop you, even in the U.S.
Right. That's all it did was walk around some of the regulatory rules with a thing that the regulators themselves did not understand and still do not understand. So, trying to load something up here on this bitch.
The Wooders just said LTC's clearing grandma again.
Yep. Keep your eyes on that. What's a good project you think of for us to bring up for him? Bored Ape, Casey.
I think Bored Ape, maybe Artifact stuff.
Artifact. I'm gonna do NFT Worlds. And they got one called Mooncats. That's pretty funny. There's another good project out here.
Pump my NFT, Kaz. Pump my NFT.
So I'll show some things up here that we can talk about. Gerber point of view, which he shared on NFTs. I think it's because he doesn't see, like, you know, deep enough into the ownership stakes and what these can be. It kind of is being marketed very heavily like silly pictures, and, you know, they don't mind that being the case because as the market fully develops, you don't necessarily want every eyeball over here. You know, lots of the stuff, there's a lot of stuff that's obviously scammy, and that's in any business. So, oh, my fucking controller's not working. Motherfucker.
Classic.
Fucking Stream Deck controller died. And it's fully lit up too. It's not working for no fucking reason. Awesome. Hold on. Is that the reason? Nope. So.
Oh yeah. on the topic of scams, before we go any further, please be very careful about scams.
Yes, there are a lot of scams inside here. Be extremely careful about scams. So this is like a list of fucking NFTs that are going right now, right? And market capitalizations of these things. And they are fucking crazy, right? Some of the ones that are moving right now. This is an old one. This is a Wolf game. This has a currency that goes with this game. And what's interesting, right? It's just another market, right? You guys know how to TA stuff. You can see levels and breakouts and things like that. And there's nothing different happening here. They're really just trading, you know, utility tokens on top of crypto is really all that's happening. And when you think about these things, like World of Women, like Eva Longoria owns this. We were actually looking at this one, trying to buy the breakout before it got to 4. It just got away. You know, you think about things like this. This is fucking 4 ETH to 10 ETH in like a couple days. This is big boy money is actually happening over here. While people think this is some silly art projects, right? These things give you stakes and projects that if you hold the assets, you're going to get other assets. And they're connected to fucking like rights to meet people or fucking do events and things in virtual space. So these things amount to virtual gate passes, much like the MetaKey that we had in the show, right? Having like, you know, an Adidas NFT is going to give you rights to Adidas events where Adidas has likely the ability to virtually introduce you to fucking like celebrity athletes that are under their brand. And so these keys in the future, when the space is more developed, really amount to crazy fucking like, you know, status symbols, because they're going to give you fucking rights in the metaverse to shit that fucking people, once they finally figure this out, you're going to recognize why they're worth so fucking much. You know, Nas's tickets get you VIP tickets, signed vinyl. You know, they're going to give you rights to shits that people don't fully realize. These aren't just fucking pictures. So in the metaverse, you know, there's going to be access to, you know, artist parties, athletes under like, you know, different fucking sporting brands. And think about how easy that's going to be for a celebrity to meet like 100 people virtually versus personally, especially in lieu of the pandemic. This is an easy sell to celebrities to use this vector to communicate and expand their brands without risking fucking personal harm from fucking crazy fans or a pandemic virus, right? It's an insane way to leverage yourself. Mike Tyson can sit at his house and have 5 different events from his house with like 100 different fans who've paid a few $1,000s for the right to hang out with Mike Tyson a couple times a year. It's an amazing business vector you can do in this place, right? So it's not just pictures. It's a lot bigger than that, and a lot of people just don't fucking understand it. So main thing to show you here was that you could look at fucking markets here, just like fucking just like anything else. This is an interesting one. This one, a little speculative. They're doing something with like Minecraft's open source code and creating worlds that you can basically build whatever you want into it. You can build its own functional economy into each version of your own world that can connect to other worlds. Whether they have legal clearance to do that, that's something that's murky and you have to read up on yourself. But he's definitely in a bull flag of sorts right now. And this guy, you could stake this property and it will pay you a currency that you can actually use to pay the developers to develop your land into a more functional property. So imagine that, right? That's equivalent of getting a piece of raw land and renting it out while it's got no utility and having it improved so you add value to the land into a functional rentable property, but the land paid for itself to actually gain in value. That's an insane thing. And then it's sitting in Ethereum, that if Ethereum itself pumps, your asset is pumping on top of that and could begin generating yields. This is a multi-tiered, ingenious kind of fucking shit economy that's going on with what the metaverse is showing. But these are just ideas. And if you own one of those, you're basically crowdfunding the development of that entire ecosystem. So there is pretty wild opportunities going on in here that are hidden in the fact that people think I'm investing in a low resolution picture. Not at all. You're investing in basically a decentralized fucking world. We could get one and have a Winternomics.eth fucking world, and just have everybody in there meet and, create functional economies. Fucking people could be graphic designers that meet you in there and fucking do jobs for you that result in things in the real world, whatever. But this is something that you really need to look into. It's definitely the future of fucking the economy, the virtual economy.
I saw something cool on NFT Worlds is there's people who are going to make like casinos with their own crypto token on top of it that you can go and gamble in this token and then also get NFTs on top of NFT Worlds. So it's just adding even more layers and layers on top of what already exists.
Right.
So you can have a currency on an NFT, which gets you access to another layer of currencies and NFTs.
Crypto. Would these NFTs be too volatile to have trends? What does volatility and trends have to do with each other? You ever seen Bitcoin? It's the most volatile thing on the planet. Do you see a fucking trend in that thing? What is the volatility and trends? Is it volatile equals no trends? Does it look like fucking like a seismograph all the time? So let's talk about that. Trends. Here, where's Can you see trends here? I don't know. Does that look like a trend to anybody? You can't TA this chart, bud? You've been watching my show for a while, Crypto. Alright, let's see. Oh, where is it? Squiggle 1. Oh, which squiggle doesn't correct itself? Let's see.
Wait, what? Murray said you can even TA your poop schedules. Come on.
Who said that?
Murray. Or Mert.
Ejected.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. That looks like you could TA this thing to me. Yeah. Major floor 1. Major floor 2. You could correct, maybe. And still keep going. Something like that. Probably hold support on here if you don't test this, right? Now you could very much TA these motherfuckers. You better believe it. Price is price. It doesn't fucking matter. It's the same thing, right? So you can break over this last shockwave right here. There's a bull fact you did right here, right? Pump through that. There's good action in Bored Apes. It's any market you've ever looked at. That's pretty funny. Why did that do that? Save. Prices people. People are prices. It doesn't matter. How long you been watching this show? You know that. Price is just human behavior on a graph, buddy. You know, people tell me you can't TA shitcoins, Kaz. Right.
You can't TA NFTs, Kaz. It's a totally new type of asset.
That's right, TradingView. Get NFT charts on TradingView and change the game one more time. And pretend that you didn't hear it from me when you do it. Bring TA to NFTs. Well, I'm going to do that. High class TA to NFTs. So, I thought that was pretty cool. So, now we're going to explore, this is actually another chart I had. This is just like another, showing you the graph. This is more data on Bored Apes, just showing you this. And this shows the outliers, right? And so, what's going on with some of these crazy prices, right? You see 50 fucking ETH, but somebody buying fucking, 100 fucking ETH fucking ape, and you're like, well, they all look the same. Why the fuck are you paying so vastly different prices for your apes? And this is even more clever. So this is also hidden in plain sight. People look at these things and see this wide scatter. You just think somebody's stupid, or that one does not, just because it's got this cool little fucking color thing on its face, you're going to pay an extra 20 ETH for that? Like $60,000 because he's got a fucking earring? Like, that doesn't make sense. So I'll teach you guys how to make sense of that. We'll come back and talk about that. We'll do that now before we go to the other place. So let's see. Bored Apes. OpenSea. So we go pull up Bored Apes, right? And we look at this guy. And there's all these different apes at all these different prices. Now, they're not, I think they're sorted. But they're all kinds of crazy different prices, right? 90. I think somebody here. 92, whatever. They're crazy prices. Or whatever. They could be any price range, right? What's so different about each ape? Well, OpenSea just recently put this on here, and this is key. So there's rarity things that happen based on what's added onto this. And these little pieces on the ape actually add the attribute for what the ape actually yields in the future. So there's vastly different rewards for different apes if you hold them over time. And when you get sets of things that carry similar attributes, you get other rewards that lead to other projects. So while this looks like a silly picture, embedded in the picture are combinations of attributes that yield other combinations of rewards. So most people looking at this calling you stupid for a JPEG, if you ever hear that, literally stop talking to that person. It's literally, they're dumber than the fucking ape if you hear that come out of somebody ever again. So they're so clever about this, right? You have to figure out which one of these things have, more scarce attributes, like laser eyes. Clearly, laser eyes, not many of them have laser eyes. And laser eyes are like, a thing in the bulls in crypto. So this is a scarcity that then likely has a specific reward attached to the fact that only a couple of these guys have it. So not every one of the apes has the same exact reward. They may all be accessible to Bored Apes Club, but then, Bored Ape with laser eyes plus fucking 69 teeth may have access to one further perk within the club. So you're actually like, see him? He's a 400 ETH ape. See how fucking these laser eyes likely have access to something only a couple fucking people in the whole Bored Ape planet are going to have access to. So that's the difference, is that they're attributes that have different accesses. So this is literally the tokenized economy. But because people have conflated it with artwork, they don't realize it. And so the subtle differences are the vastly different attributes underlying some of these things. Some of these things yield real world assets. Some of these yield virtual and real world perks. So the prices do make sense. The fact that you ever think they make no sense at all is likely that you're the one that's underinformed. And if everyone's just joking and laughing about something, sentiment things, right? You should always look closer. So hopefully that gives you a completely different perspective on a tokenized NFT market. It's not what you fucking thought. Hidden in plain sight. So that's a crash course on NFTs and tokenization and what's really going on with this decentralized crowdfunding system that's now evolved on top of crypto. So everybody felt catched up? That's the second part to the Cash Cycle 5, the Metaverse show. Hopefully that was enough to catch you guys up to where we are today. So don't fucking call it. Go ahead.
Smojan just asked, how does the extra access work regarding attributes? And that depends on the project.
It's different per project. Every project's got their own caveats. You have to do your research to figure that out. I'm just here to give you a broad overview. But yes, every project requires some due diligence right now because they're effectively decentralized tokens for crowdfunding various projects. If you're going to be an angel investor, then you damn well need to know what you're investing in, right? So that definitely requires a further level of due diligence. Can we read a lot of these in TA? Absolutely. If you want to take it to that level and understand what you're buying, because a lot of these are fully fabricated fucking pump schemes, and if still you can make money because there's a lot of stocks that are garbage that we make money on before they go out of business because we trade structure. So, keep those things in mind, but these things are highly liquid. It's not the same thing. Exiting can be difficult if you buy the wrong one. There's a lot of scams. There are fake websites that literally look like the real thing. Be fucking careful. If anything asks you for your MetaMask password, you're probably in deep shit in the wrong website. Do not type that shit into anything. You log into MetaMask on its own, and then you go to a site, and if it asks for the password again, it's likely a site that's got one letter different, and it's going to trick you out of your password and steal all your shit. There are scams galore. There are people that will literally create whole front websites just to approach you and offer you to trick you out of your shit. So be fucking careful. This is literally the Wild West 2014 crypto again, and this is a fractal of the same boom. The boom, I saw a lot of people talk about the boom of November, December didn't happen. The seasonal boom that we saw in 2011, that we saw in 2013, that we saw in 2017, well, it was supposed to happen this year, but it didn't happen. You know what? It did happen. It just didn't happen in fucking BTC. It happened on a layer on top of BTC. It happened in the NFT markets. Like this. This is Batman, Todd McFarlane on Vive. And if you really look at it, right, the November boom that everyone's looking for actually happened in the NFT market right here. It happened on top of crypto in the tokenized market. This is where it's happening. The mega bull market everyone's looking for in this season happened. If you look at Bored Apes, right, look at where they all take off. Literally where we did the Metaverse show, the Metaverse tokens took off. Not BTC, it's the NFT on top of ETH market that's flying, and all NFT tokenized economies. See, it's correlated, whether it be Vive or fucking inside this ecosystem or others, and some of those Sol things, the Sol market's trash, but NFTs as a whole is the market where the fucking boom is, and it's where people are making the most fun of things. So people literally are talking about crypto like idiots in 2014. People are talking about NFTs exactly the same way, and the perception arbitrage is fucking massive. So is everybody's minds fully blown? Everybody caught up? I think this is a very good content-rich show, right? Yeah? No? Maybe so?
I think so. But I'm biased because I'm white.
You're biased because you already know all this stuff. So, hopefully that catches up my whole ecosystem on some things that were definitely needing to be put into one place. So you guys definitely rewatch the show. I tried to simplify that stuff enough without getting too into it to confuse you, just so you understand the gist of what's going on. All right, so now for the fun part of the show, I think. God, hardware, software, don't fucking fail us. It works. I'm still alive in there, right?
Yeah, you're right next to me.
Okay, nothing has fucking destroyed itself. All right, it's all on. We're on the Balder server. Don't destroy yourself. So before we do that, let's do scorecards. I'm not a dick. We gotta do scorecards. And then we'll move on to what we're gonna do next. So you guys, we're gonna do the first of its kind Metaverse show with you today. So all of you got your Decentraland accesses ready. Get that ready because we're gonna try to meet up in Decentraland while we're live in the show. So get that set. Get all your MetaMask shit set. And then I'll give you a link to where we're standing, and we'll see if we can all meet up and fucking hang out virtually while we do the rest of the show.
This isn't the first. I was the first. Get with it.
Oh, you hate it. Why you hating on me live? Why you gotta throw salt? Let me just have it. It's like you always say it's the greatest fried chicken, and he knows like 10 different fried chicken spots with the same handle. Let me have it, burger. Boomy's...
This is the first show on the Metaverse.
Market show, stock market show.
Okay, mine was educational content. I was teaching a graduate level game theory course.
Damn, why do you gotta fucking one up me again, you big old dick swinger? I can't teach none of that shit. I can't even spell game theory, bitch.
You don't have to book game.
Huh?
You know how to spell the
I'm
game.
joking, motherfucker. Clearly I can spell it. I'm just trying to use your illustrious penis with your game theory fucking shenanigans I can't compete with. I'm trying here. I'm just talking about fucking some ugly ass JPEGs and you fucking just dropped your fucking, glorious schlong on my show. Well, anyways, there's Burgernomics for you. Okay, so this is Boomy Sonic, application of Friday's lesson scorecard. Hello, here's a crack addict's quickie scorecard as an example of application of Friday's show. Took in the intel, made a plan, executed, couldn't take the play right after the show as I was fried from lack of sleep and mindfucked by a bazillion gems. Once I pulled myself back together, I continued to watch VIX, VXX, SPY, ES futures, saw the price bounce from the session low of OF level, along with the VIX looking good, so I took the trade as structured, developed. Got stopped out early as I didn't want to run into the bell on Friday. Thanks, Kaz, for the Discord convos, OF levels, and the lessons. I started to trade on futures 2 months ago, and as a result of the OF session and levels, the stuff is accurate as fuck. What did he do here? This is... I like how you get... Somebody tell me how to get a background where I can stick stars and how you guys do this so cleanly right on there. Is there an easy way to get the fucking chart to have a picture in the back? Because I really want to do that. I'm too stupid to figure it out. I figured out the Metaverse, but I can't figure out how to do that. So somebody help. Spy looking at a flying green dildo. Oh, right. The dildo lesson. So the dildo lesson, did that help you guys out? The red and green dildos? Did that change the way you kind of think about price? It's pretty funny how simplistic that was, but it should change the way you look at stuff. Very good bull flag rotation, sir. I like it. And very detailed write-up for how short it was. I like that too. And only 2 today, so that's good. Damn. Whoever made this graphic, you know the drill. Please DM me that. That's pretty fucking hot. Oh, this is the acolytes. Damn, son. I dig this. Send me this. Well, no, I'll just take this the way it is. That's fucking sick. Hell yeah. I didn't read it. Let's see what's happening. Huge thank, huh?
It just loaded for me. It's wild.
That's wild, yeah. Huge thanks to Cass and the mentors for church, which was an awesome mind-bending experience. We are often told that in order to appear in a different place on the chart, you have to be a different person as thought precedes action. Very, very good. That's exactly the way it's stated. Since church began, we have all experienced a shift on and off the charts. The above chart has a total of 377.8 with an average RR. Total of 378 RRs, risk rewards, with an average of 17.99 RR. You guys average 17 RRs in this? That's crazy as a crew. Which would not be possible to attain prior to church. Once again, can I figure out what the fuck y'all are doing? No, I'm playing. Once again, thank you for sharing this life-changing knowledge and spending the amount of time with us that you did. We all really appreciate that. Although church has come to an end, as a team, our journey is only beginning. Credit to Hodge for the amazing artwork. Yeah, dude, Hodge, what the fuck, bro? This is crazy. That's hot as fuck. Yeah, I really dig that. That's fucking dope, dude. So, all right, those are some badass scorecards. Those 2 scorecards. I'm really happy with that. So, all right, you guys got your computers ready. So here's the thing, right? Decentraland is definitely in its alpha stages still, and it's really taxing on whatever the fuck computer you're on. It doesn't matter. My computer's brand new. You can change the graphics, believe it or not, all the way up to like Fortnite quality resolution, like clean as shit. But if you run it there, you've got about 5 minutes before your fucking shit's gonna fucking eat it, unless you're running like some super machine. So I recommend running it like at least in medium, if not the lower end, because if you're streaming the show on the same computer, that could also be difficult. So just before you do this, I don't want you guys to get knocked offline. We tested it last night. I got the M1 Max Mac, and this thing heated up for the first time running that bitch. And now that I'm streaming, I turned my shit down because I'm pretty sure streaming and that is fucking rough. So your shit could blow up. Like, don't crush your machine, FYI. So check out where we are. I'm going to show you some things, and then you guys, I'll tell you when to hop in and try to find us. Let's see how this works. I don't want to hang out in the cemetery, guys. I want to go to the casino, but let's see. How do I get there again? All right, here goes.
You run around, then we can follow you.
All right. Follow me out of the fucking cemetery. Oh, wait. So I don't know if you guys have seen this thing running at full resolution, but I'll show you if you haven't seen it. I didn't even realize this the other day. I might be just stupid, but it's pretty fucking sick. I think it takes a second to re-render stuff, doesn't it?
As you're moving, yeah.
Yeah, there it goes. Pretty dope, right? I'm not going to keep it here just for the sake of it not taxing out shit while I'm streaming at the same time. It's actually running pretty good. Let me see if I don't fuck things up.
So far, at least.
Right. Famous last words. Where's everybody?
Following you.
Alright, so how you find us? This is everybody from Twitter, Discord, and we're in here. Y'all say shit. Y'all on here? Nobody's got voice?
Yo, yo.
Hello.
What up? Y'all can talk.
Yo.
Y'all can
Hello.
Can y'all hear them?
Yo.
Can y'all hear them? Yeah, y'all can be live. Whatever. They say, stop saying stuff. Yo, yo, yo. God damn it. Say something interesting. Alright, cool. So we're all here.
Something interesting.
God damn it, Burger. But it's pretty dope. So I want to go to the casino. Y'all want to be at the casino? So I was going to show you something pretty cool, right? They have a casino in here. And the casino is... You think I'm going to fuck shit up if I go load a casino up in here? So you guys going to follow me to the casino, right? There's Atari Casino. Let's see. I'm going to go to this place. The Tummy 119.34, I think it is. Can y'all follow me there? You think your guys just going to explode? So I'm going to teach you about something else. So what it do TV? You better still be here. This part is definitely up your alley. You've got to see what these guys came up with in here. Alright, so I'm going to jump to minus 119.134 and don't blow up right now. Cool. That worked out fast. Sweet. Alright, where the fuck is the poker table at? So, want to talk about play to earn games, right? What did they come up with in here? Okay, so I definitely see this. Hold on. Turn the music down for that real quick. Alright. And turn the graphics down real quick. Uh-oh, I think I killed it right there when I changed the graphics. Alright, all my boys are here. That's what's up. So, you guys are gonna like this. I'm gonna show you some really hot shit. Hold on. So everybody hears me still. You guys still hear me good, right? Alright. Uh-oh, I think my shit froze. Nope, it died. My game died. One sec, I'll be back. It's just sticking me back in the same spot, I think. Yeah, the turning the resolution up was a bad idea, but I want you guys to see how good it could look. And this tells you that, like, you know, it's gonna be a while before everyone's horsepower is where it needs to be for this to actually work out. But I want to show you something about play to earn that's super fascinating, how they came up with this, and probably like a window into some more of, like, you know, what the play to earn economies could look like, and the way that they design this is really clever. So, oh damn it, okay, I'll have to get there again. Map. Okay, I'm back. You guys still here? Are you in Unicorn, or what server are you guys on? Oh shoot, they put me in Unicorn. Baldur's BALDR, right? Alright, let's see if it lets me back in. Alright, cool. I'm back in Balder. Alright, perfect. So I'm trying to just find a game table. I'll just get there real quick and then I can show you guys this. Burger. You can. Turn it off. Okay. Here's what I want to show you guys. So this is pretty cool, right? These are roulette tables. These are penguins playing whatever. This is like, let's play some blackjack, right? Oh, sorry, bitch. This is pretty cool how this works. So join a table. How this works is pretty clever. So in the casino, right, it's not your own money you play with. You're playing with the casino's money, right? They give you this free accrual, and you accrue money over time. Then you go and you play it here, and this is just free to play stuff, right? You're just gonna goof off and free to play. So I'll bet whatever. Is it me on here? I can't see. I'll get out of the fucking way. Okay, am I on this thing? Okay, so I'm playing. Let's see what I get. So 13. I'm not a blackjack player, but I busted. Alright, so I lost whatever. So how this is pretty cool is, right, so in here you just sit in here and you accrue these chips and you can play. But now how you can make money is even more clever. So they came up with this. There is clothing in Decentraland that basically is play to earn clothing. And when you put it on, your character can make money in that casino from those free chips. So these clothings are now all selling for like over an ETH. But basically by wearing any clothing item, the free chips will win you actual mana. So you don't actually put up money to basically gamble, but you put on clothes to gamble with their money. So I think that actually bypasses like a lot of gambling laws is what it technically does. But it's pretty hilarious. So this entire collection here is the closing required to turn on play to earn in all the casinos, and then you can sit there and play Texas Hold'em and all that shit with their money. So it's just an investment for a rate of return on your clothing. You don't really sink any more money into playing the game. You could actually go in here as a professional gambler and put on an outfit, and if you're good, you could probably clean house. So it's actually crazy as fuck, and play with other people. So you don't ever put up any more money on the table though, you just put up their money. So what I think that does is actually allow you to technically not really call it gambling, but it is, you know? So that's one of the fucking coolest things about it. So if you guys want to come join us, you get into Decentraland, copy this part right after the question mark, island, and just put that on your, even says play Decentraland, put that there and hit enter and it'll pop you right in this location. This is the coordinates on the map. The island and Balder is the server. There's like Unicorn Loki. If you're in this casino, but it doesn't say Balder, we can't see you. So come join us in the casino, and you guys, you can just chit chat and talk on here and say hi. So I'm gonna put the audio back up. Please don't say stupid shit on the air. I'm probably gonna go outside to get the music off the show. Why can't you turn the music off?
The music is on the world.
Ah, got it. Okay. So, how many of you can find us in here? Find us in here. I'm at the roulette tables, chilling, like Bobby Dylan. Oh, who just wrapped it up over here? So, how cool is this shit, guys? Links in chat to find the location. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys can chat. You guys can reply in voice. If you're in Decentraland with us, start talking. So this is a way to meet our audience, coming virtually. You're now in voice chat with us automatically through Decentraland. Don't need Discord. And we can actually talk to you. You can ask me about your symbols, right? Through voice while hanging out virtually with us over in Decentraland. So I think that's pretty fucking fire. So for any of y'all that are peeping game, This is where
It is push to talk.
it's push to talk, right? So, yep, you hold down T. If you hold down T, this little microphone down here, this is talk. And you hold down T to turn it on, and it's push to talk for as long as you hold down T, then you slide it up. So, welcome to Decentraland, bitches. And we're going to do a couple shows from here, and as soon as we have a place set up to actually put a view screen on it, you can definitely go in there and do it. Do some really dope shit. But yeah, I thought you guys would get a kick out of this. This is definitely the more in-depth version of the meta show, and hopefully this actually, you know, helps to really introduce it to you in a way that I wish we had done more so in Cash Cycle. When we talked about the meta key, you know, the meta key is really just one version of what all those other fucking NFTs are. The meta key is a key giving you access to many places. Bored Apes is the same thing. You know, 8Kids, all these other projects, they're really access to other things depending on how far they can build out those their particular ecosystems. So, you know, start to view NFTs as a whole lot more than an ugly picture. Pretty funny though, right? This is the resolution of what we consider the future. Basically Fortnite. And if you think about Fortnite, right, what has Fortnite done? It's trained people the age of my son to buy virtual clothing already. They grew up basically doing this in Fortnite. Fortnite is basically the first version of a really, really beautiful metaverse, you know, an introverse, if you will, because it's isolated from everything else. But they created a fucking this perspective, third person, digital economy for buying virtual clothing. And those kids are now trained to fucking value their appearance and vanity on the screen. So you have a whole generation that's going to walk into this pretty soon that are very much going to want to buy Gap, very much want to buy Nike, or fucking Artifact, or fucking Adidas, or whatever the fuck brands in here, Gucci's and Louis Vuittons, and they're going to understand the value of appearing with those items without ever possessing them physically. So this is, and when people think this is some silly game or like shitting on the metaverse with entities, this is arbitrage of perception. It is the people who are the early adopters of this that are going to fucking own this whole fucking thing, and you're going to be buying access to fucking shit they have access to grandfathered in fucking generations. So don't sleep on this shit. This is exactly how crypto appeared to people in 2014, and they laughed at it till everyone and your mom wants to buy BTC at 50,000. It's literally the same fractal happening. This is basically, I would say the metaverse and Decentraland is effectively in Decentraland and the metaverse is effectively in crypto 2014 time period right now. Exactly in the same alpha stage that was, to where now celebrities are walking into it. Your celebrities are definitely here. Your Walmarts are here. You definitely want to pay attention to this space. But 3 to 4 years out, this could be fucking crazy. So.
There was someone in the chat earlier saying like you should have shown this 10 months ago. It's still fucking early.
Exactly what I just said. If this is fucking 2014, this is not the end of it. The fucking main worlds aren't even fully developed yet. And don't be a dick. If you watch the Metaverse special on November, you should be looking at this right then. And we've been talking about this shit all year long. We mentioned Decentraland last year. What do you guys think? Education or not? Did you dig that one? Did you learn a lot about the Metaverse? You can reply in voice. Remember, you're inside Decentraland. Hit T and say what up.
You know where this is the end of it if this is takes this one.
Stop clapping, motherfuckers. What up,
This shit
TG?
was dope.
Yes, we sure did.
Yo, what up? What up?
So,
Hey, how's everybody doing?
what's our runtime? Hour and 16 minutes? We got this one inside about an hour special anyway. So, that's going to probably wrap up our meta show. A little bit of education about NFTs, what utility tokens are, where we're at in the stage of this. We're in the early stages. Early stages of this, right? We're Nike's place and Adidas' place and all these guys' places yet. You're still in very early development, sandbox, and whatnot. I know what it do asked me about like property. Let me pull that up real quick. Where's the marketplace at? Is it Builder? No. How do you pull the marketplace up again, Burger? Is it in Decentraland? How do you pull up the marketplace where you see the land and stuff?
I don't know.
God damn it. Oh, he says to go to the Decentraland store. Where's the Decentraland store, brother?
Go said click on your icon.
Oh. Okay.
Then. Oh, where is it?
I don't see anything.
Explore?
You can press M.
I don't know.
Uh-huh. M and then what? I see M, I see the map, but I want to find the store to like pull the real estate plots up. Who knows where it's at? I know. I'm trying to find the store for you real quick before I show them all my shit. Well, Burger, where's the fucking plots? You just pulled up last night.
That wasn't on my last night.
Alright. Thank you. Clearly struggling. Like need someone's help. Alright,
Backpack marketplace.
I got it. Yeah, I couldn't find it. It was in backpack somewhere. I couldn't figure out where it's at. So
Put the link
I
in
got
the
it.
chat.
Thank you.
I'll share your screen as well.
I did. Thanks, director. So on sale. I think this is this is letter for it's on sale. So this is what's on sale in here. And so it works like any kind of real estate location. Can they add more to this? I don't know, right? This is the realm of it now. Maybe they can expand. But for right now, right, this is Genesis Plaza. This is where pretty much most everyone originates in the world. So this is where the most valuable real estate is because the most traffic to see your business is going to be here. So let's see. Like I'll take you down to a block like here. I think this is I'm going to jump away from you guys and just show them something that's not as developed. Let's see. So I'm going to jump in here. So a lot of people have like a lot of undeveloped lots down here and stuff like that. And you can get an idea of like some starter businesses, I guess. Let's take a look at some of those that I found, if I can remember where I was walking again. So, when I moved, it totally just threw me, oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
You end up on a different server.
Yeah, I ended up on a different server, but I closed it so that it doesn't fucking kill me for having two Decentralands running simultaneously. Alright. This is the train that runs around Decentraland. I'm trying to figure out how to find this guy. This guy had a cool house where you could design stuff. Where did it throw me? Oh. Let's see what this is. I'm not scanning shit. I'll probably take your money. There's all kinds of shit in here. Just be careful what you touch. Some people have weird shit in here. It's a trolley, yeah. I was trying to catch it for a ride, but I took a look at that shit and I got left like a fucking moron. All good. I was trying to go the other way. Am I not going the other way? I need to go south. Where's north on this bitch? Okay, yeah, I'm going the right way now. I could have the whole army of you guys following me around here, but that's okay. I'll come back. Cool, right? Yeah, there's some cool stuff that people designed up here. You can't go in there yet, I guess. Oh, it's about Loki's are about to go down. Like this is what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find anything complicated. I found one guy that had like a graphic design business in here, and you could just go in and commission a graphic design off his NFT on the wall. I can't quite figure out where it's at right now. But like, you know, there's all kinds of cool ideas that you're seeing people already employ in here. There's somebody just rented a property in Decentraland for somebody else. I think this is it. I think this is what I was looking for, is this guy's house. Yeah, snatch at these collectibles. Yeah, he's got his own collectibles on sale in here. And he does like graphic design for people. This is a pretty cool, like, you know, little world like this, right? You can sit here, and this is just an idea of businesses, right? This guy's bought a piece of property. He's set up something, and this right here, get your own unique animated logos. He'll design logos for you. He's got other pictures of his artwork for sale in his property, and you know, it gives you an idea of like where people are starting to kind of like figure out how to create virtual businesses. So I thought this was pretty cool for you guys to check out. Let's see what this one is.
Just asked you to be a programmer to design or have a big IT background. No, like you can be an artist and sell shit in there. You can be a 3D animator and sell shit in there. You don't need to be a programmer.
But the thing is,
most of the jobs are not programmers.
Right, your real estate developer is a coder here. So the fractal of the real world business is that the coders are going to own this entire world, and to develop your property, you're going to need to have a coder come and do that for you. You know, so pretty sick stuff. Soon, you guys are going to get to come over to my crib, right? And my pod's got a little development going on in it too. You guys are going to come to my virtual spot, put a little furnishings in this bitch now. You know? Got a couple watch robots, taking care of the sitch. Oh, my TV's out. Why's my video out? What do you guys think? A little couple upgrades to the pad. Have you guys seen this before? But
Love the giant ass speaker.
the giant speaker, right? The Nomics.eth. This is our NFT collection, and we're gonna put a collection together for you guys. You know, for a lot of cool rewards are gonna be in that, from learning Fibonacci the right way to fucking having access to pretty much the best fucking analysis for levels every single day for active, like literally professional traders. We're gonna turn this into a really fun environment, so I want you guys to stay tuned. This is the first emote NFT in the Nomics collection. There's gonna be a lot more coming with all kinds of cool ass shit, so it's gonna be some fun stuff. But yeah, I got a new couch. Dig it. House is popping. Check out the fucking graphic in the corner. The bust. It's happening, bitches. It's happening. The 8 baby on the wall. It's looking fucking dope. But yeah, soon, bitches, soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been the Real Nomics, the Meta Show. Thank you, Burger Tamagotchi and his 8 children. Huh?
Anytime.
You guys, I hope you learned a fucking lot from this. We're going to keep this eccentric, really focused on that. The TA on the NFC charts we looked at. These things are very liquid, so I don't want to fucking like sit there and punctuate things that are trading 2 and 3 fucking like, units and are fucking at like, 2, 3, 10, 20 fucking ETH. It requires some due diligence and some real being careful on your own terms, right? This is stuff you lose a lot of fucking money with. There's a lot of scams. And you walk in here, it's a very unstructured. When the markets are really inefficient and unstructured, spreads are very wide, and there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of fucking risk. So you have to be extraordinarily careful if you're going to venture into this space and know what you're dealing with, right? There's a lot of scams here. It is the Wild West all over again, and most people don't know it because they think it's just fucking pictures. So this is as a comprehensive broad view as I could give you, so that you guys still have to take your own time to study whatever the fuck you touch in that sphere. But definitely don't dismiss it until the whole planet goes, oh, I wish I had one of those virtual passes to hang out with fucking Shaquille O'Neal and fucking like 3 other all-star NBA players. That's what the fuck's going on in front of everybody, and they're calling it ugly JPEGs. Don't fall for that shit. Everybody saying ugly JPEG, that's a fucking chimp right there. He's an ugly JPEG, right? So, tokenized economy, Metaverse, all that shit's here. It's happening now. It's not later. It's unfolding right now. It might be in alpha stages, but it's fucking here today. This has been the Real Nomics. Your host, Burger Tamagotchi. Till next time, bitches. Peace out. It was a good show.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.
It's all good. They can come back and rewatch it. I think it makes a good show.
Loading 5, 4,
Gambling's fun. Play to earn. This is fucking hilarious.
3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.
I said, get the entire emote collection and you'll unlock an extra special reward, but there's not going to be many of those. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.